Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink.
Oh, can you hear me now? So what I was saying is, first of all, I added blurbs. Second of all, Lelystad is actually a place in the Netherlands. Fun fact. And thanks for letting me know. I would have. I still remember. Um, I was streaming for like quite a long time, and there were actual people there, right? And I was streaming with Chen Walrus, and he was talking, and everyone could hear him, but no one could hear me. So for a second, the people that were there thought that his voice was my voice, and that I was just some guy talking to himself in a weird way. So yeah, that was it took us a while to figure out that I was completely muted.
The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Damn.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
Wait.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Yes, we were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No, he was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Yeah, you know, fun fact, there's like a lot of accents in the Netherlands where we can't really, like dialects that we can't understand of each other sometimes.
Sex, alcohol.
Yeah, that's something that would get you together, alright. I was gonna make a joke to Chen Morris that he should have put me in his will in case something happened to him and I get his girlfriend. I won't object to it if he writes that in his will.
No love for Muta Aranye? Wasn't he a soldier?
A soldier?
No, he left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person, a small platoon leader, certainly not a patriot.
A flash of rage comes over you. The words have already left your mouth.
I literally have no choice. A disgraceful mercenary. The Oranjeni state should have checked his breast for sublime patriotic rage before they trained him.
Had he passed that test, we wouldn't have gotten along. Come to think of it, maybe it was our hate for Oranje that brought us together. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
How old was he, miss?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Oh yeah, I'm always right.
Points aren't good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
Thank you. Thank you for calling me an old dog. I did not know this was a competition, Kim.
It isn't. Police work is a cooperative sport.
There is no challenge without competition. There must be an opponent.
Then the competition is against the world.
That's too conceptual for me. I just like to get autopsies correct on the first try if possible. Where were we?
He's lying.
His eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face.
I like pretty blue eyes.
Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
I swear, I don't know how you do it, but you get very lucky in Shining Force because you have very little difficulty winning despite having really bad positioning. What can I say? The luck is with the stupid.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth.
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Kim, I said to put brilliantine on the form. Do I get a point?
No.
Give me the point! But I put it down there.
I can see you've put quite a few things here. They don't all give you a point.
There it is, in your rushed writing. Right where the lieutenant is pointing. Fucky, fucky. You should really get this questioning back on track now.
I forgot I wrote that down. You're gonna have a lot of fun with the last battle of Chapter 3 in Shining Force. Alright. Can't wait. He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
It's one of the battles. Again.
It's clear she liked it.
You liked it?
Quite a lot, yes.
It was an Oranjenies map of the waterways. Damn it.
Sure.
Worst
Waterways.
battle. There's a laser
It was
eye.
mostly for showing
A
off the
laser
chicks,
eye.
though.
Showing off the chicks? How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed, freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Why the last detail? I was getting into the fantasy, but I prefer my sheets clean. All the dirty stuff can happen before. Can happen above. Never mind. Under. You have to cross a narrow bridge to get to it. No, not narrow bridges! Yeah, damn it. And after so many times it kills everything in its line of fire. Jeez, turns. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Is this Orani's lit?
Is it Orani's lit? He just said it, and now I'm still like, what?
Yes. This is the very essence of Orani's lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself. He's smoking and drinking, of course, and his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths."
Damn. Well, if you're into people who kill loincloths, I didn't know loincloths can be killed.
And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
Why would you be into that, though? Clash, is there something I need to know? If it's horrible actions that attract you, may I introduce you to Kamoshida? Clash, yeah. You're going to love him. Though he prefers his type is a little bit younger than you. You were the woman in this?
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what these mean?
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
You may lose some people, but the enemy is getting destroyed by it too. It kills indiscriminately. Damn.
Go on.
An equal opportunity killer.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Good story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
Could it be the love that did him in... What?
It very well could be, yes.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? What does that mean?
Told me love did him in.
That's not funny, officer.
Her voice is like a slash through the air. Her shoulders tense up.
Yeah, that is so different from how she usually talks. Later on in chapter 3, you can get ranged flying units, which is a dwarf in a helicopter. But it doesn't join you until chapter 4.
There, she momentarily lost control over straight back guy. It appears that she feels guilty.
Guilty? Do you feel guilty?
Of course I do. I'm hungover. I feel guilty about everything.
Do you feel guilty about what happened to him?
Among many other things, yes. I could have done something. There's always something he can do, right? Ask me something else.
What is this? An interrogation? You didn't tell her this was going to be an interrogation.
Well, I'm a cop. What do you expect? I'm interrogating everyone. No exceptions. Something miraculous is coming, he told me.
The lieutenant blinks. His expression does not change.
Okay, well, apparently I said something stupid.
All right, let's see where this is going.
Oh god. From way out the northwest, he told me. Maybe he was wrong, forget about nothing miraculous. From way out in the northwest.
Cool.
Okay, well, that didn't lead to anything. We ordered a toxicology report. Any idea what it will show us?
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil. How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss, but we'll manage without your help for now.
I have a friend on Steam that's Filipino, and he told me that there's a special sauce Filipinos make that's salty. Forgot what it's called. Is it like a sauce, or is it like more like something that's kind of in between a sauce and a paste, and it contains tiny shrimp? Said it was fish or something. So is it like, could it have been tiny shrimp? Could it have been bagoong? You don't know. Well, I know that there's this salty stuff that my mom used to get at the. Well, we used to be able to buy it at the grocery store, but not anymore. So now she has to go to the Asian grocery store, and then she gets this stuff called bagoong, and it's so good if you just like get some eggplant, like make it like cut it into slices, put that in a pan, and then just eat that with bagoong, and that's so good. I love that. Now you're making me hungry. I think we're finished with this line of questioning.
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Okay, we got another point. And all right. Yeah.
Jamais vu. Derealization.
Jamais vu.
Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
No?
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
It's what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old.
Where's this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going.
No!
45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder?
Now that I think about it, it may have been the stuff you're talking about. Well, is it like, I mean, I don't know if you've seen pictures of it, like if it's like dark brown It's made of tiny shrimp, and it's amazing. I don't want to wonder how old I am. Especially not after looking into the mirror.
You could ask either one of them.
Miss, how old do you think I am?
Huh. How old do I think you are?
I ask this like everyone, always, because it totally isn't. Because I like seeing people panic and getting nervous, and then they like are scared that they're going to guess too high. Or too low, and it will offend me either way.
She's buying time to formulate the best answer.
Exactly, that's what everyone does.
Look who's finally awake.
I don't know. 40? I was like 9 when OO peaked. That was what, 19 years ago? I liked them when I was 9. You couldn't have liked it when you were 40. Let's say you were 20-something. 25. A good disco age. 25 plus 19 is 44. I'm gonna say you're 44.
Wow.
44, I'm young. 44, you think so? Wow.
Yeah. I have a university degree, you know?
44, I'm young.
Absolutely. Age is just a number, man.
I love how calling myself old was not an option anymore.
Yes, miss, but for him that number is 56.
What?
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
What do you mean 56? Are you saying I look 56 years old? Alright, bring it on. I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
Ah, I don't want to waste a thought on it. Never mind. We'll go with 44. We'll just go with it. All the stress has aged him. Just look at his portrait. Yeah. No, to be honest, hey, I could live with that. I could live with a face like that. Yeah, let's go to Joyce Messier for the whole lay down on reality shit again. We need to figure out what world are we in? What is life? I'm apparently 44 and still have no answer. He is that oh god why face. He does. You should have seen like the face that appears as soon as you look into the mirror. That is a beautiful drawing of the man. I wonder if I can look into the mirror again and then see it again. Check it out after this.
Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
What is reach for something fundamental?
What is all of this? The scent, the sound, the air.
What world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
What do you see?
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces. Clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough. There is a term of endearment they coined for it. In the DeLorean century. When humanity was high on this world. Discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included.
What is it?
Elysium.
Elysium, the world needs a term of endearment. This world does not deserve a term of endearment. Let's go with positive vibes. You know, why be negative?
It does. There are those who would call it hell.
What is hell?
A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascists.
I don't feel like I've got the whole picture yet.
Oh, you want a picture of the world? There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit.
How come?
Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways.
Inside sideways? What shape is this world then?
We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
ORG, Occident Revichol-Grad.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three scientific contributors, they're piecing together a dark grey corona.
The dark grey corona? But he already looks like he's in hell, just so you know. Yeah. He does.
Yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
We're on an exploded sphere? Excuse me, what?
A cold fear seeps into you.
Oh my god, this world is ending. Fuck. Oh god, wait, what the hell are you telling me?
You seem to be spooked. Please don't be.
The pale, what do you mean? Corona?
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness.
I'll tell you what you can do to make the vanilla ice cream taste better. Get some melted butterscotch. That sounds good. It's the balm. That sounds really good, actually. But I'm trying to picture what this is being what's being explained here. I have no idea. The darkened disk of our planet? Or we're still living on a planet. That is the most horrifying sentence anyone can ever say. If we are still living on the planet. Imagine vast stretches of land disrupted by nothingness.
I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced about what we're dealing with here. But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive it may sound.
A fractured corona doesn't feel like it's gonna bring anyone together.
You have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it.
Well, if you say it's disco, then, you know, the destroyed Earth. Or, I mean, world. That's fine. Fine by me. I only care about the commune. Doesn't sound like any kind of disco I'd like to get into. Oh! The world is like a disc. Oh, ball. Now I get it. The Earth is not, or this world is not shaped like a ball, like a sphere, but like a disco ball. It's got like, you know, that's got little fractures. Well, if you say it's disco.
See? Everyone finds something worth holding on to in this world.
Also,
However wasted its opportunities.
ice cream sandwiches are awesome. That is true, but the best way to make it is to make like, yeah, you just get 2 cookies and then ice cream. You know, you don't want to have them together in the freezer because then the cookies become kind of like soft. Although I don't mind that necessarily at times. That can be good as well. I'm just saying I like you can get these long tubes of ice cream in plastic that kind of looks like an ice cream sausage almost, but it's like very thick. So you can cut it in slices and then have it between cookies. It's amazing. You know what else is good? Cookie dough ice cream. I have yet to try that.
Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides. The lieutenant observes you both, silently. He adjusts his glasses.
You said pale. What is pale?
The pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. We do have a case to attend to.
His voice is low, but firm. All she can say is,
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
I want to know what the pale is.
I don't think your colleague would appreciate that. He has already been so patient with this whole exercise. Let's continue with something else, all right? You can ask about anything else in the world. Anything.
I have some cookie donuts that are ice cream filled and shaped like hot dogs. Oh, that sounds good. It looks like a hot dog because of the chocolate on top. Nice. Alright.
but she wants to tell you. You could sneak back later, when he's not around, unless you can convince him to step aside.
Alright. I was about to think that we needed to get rid of Kim, but this will work as well.
Good idea. Just ask him. He won't make a scene.
Kim, can I talk to the man alone for a second?
Fine.
See? What can he do? You're a grown man.
Are you sure you're sure?
Yes, what
Your
is the...
colleague seemed adamant.
Yes, what is the pale?
Okay. The pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass.
Your stomach grumbles approvingly. The reality rhizome is opening up before your very eyes.
Wait, and what is an isla?
Isla is a Messinian word for a continent of matter, enveloped on all sides by the pale. Also, isolation, or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries, we have discovered 7.
I think this is supporting my disco ball theory. The reality is shaped in the form of a disco ball.
Mundi, Seol, Samara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and this, Insulinde.
And the Insulinde is...
An oceanic isla. It comprises mostly of water. Muindi is the largest, Katla the coldest, Insulinde the bluest. What can I say? Each is perishing and dear.
Oh dear. Okay, what is the pale like?
Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness.
If we're surrounded by the pale, how do you get from Isla to Isla?
Oh, it is so difficult for us. It is possible to force dimensions on the pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path.
Right, you gotta go eat, but before you do... Yes, ice cream! I'm gonna grab some ice cream, thank you so much. Yay! You'll be back? Alright. I grabbed the ice cream. I have been hungry.
But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost. Or having our minds damaged.
Holy shit.
No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
Holy shit. This is some mind-blowing stuff.
As your gaze instinctively turns north, a small black pit opens up in your stomach.
Yes. That is enough. Many cities are built much closer. An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the Pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the Pale is called Porch Collapse. Imagine a grey coronal mist. Cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism. A mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's
Oh my god.
the most disco thing you will ever see. It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic. The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension, right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible.
How much Pale is there compared to the world?
The Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more Pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping.
Slipping how?
What do you think, Detective?
Again, positive attitude.
Oh no, Detective.
God damn it.
It's not. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate. An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists.
Cover everything that can't be. Where would we go?
Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge. I suggest you do the same.
Off we go. You see the hanged man's mouth open.
Off we go into the wild Pale one yonder. Oh god.
One and all. They say Pale is death, but for the universe.
Oh, this is so depressing. I can't handle this.
Why should we just leave and leave, and the world get left behind?
Can the Pale can damage the mind?
Extensively.
Oh.
Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter. They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
I mean, honestly, I think it's the sensory deprivation thing. Since you can go insane from just like being in a room with like in a sound closed room after just some time. You'll end up focusing on all of the little things that your own body does, and it will drive you insane.
Who says and who argues?
Who says and who argues?
The logical positivists say, the dialectical materialists argue.
What does this over the radiation feel like?
It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
It's more for her. Way more.
You're not a civilian passenger?
No, Lieutenant Dubois. I'm entreprenetic business class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually.
Damn. Also, that sounds terrible. So, you can kind of survive through the Pale, and we can travel through it. But it's dangerous?
Someone else you've met may have been exposed as well. The strange grey-haired woman in her lorry.
That makes so much sense.
Yes, carried in the hulls of airships. It's a horrific job. Automation will abolish it soon.
You should ask the Pale driver about this. See what she says.
But that all sounds so cool. But also horrifying.
That poor woman must have stories to tell, like you wouldn't imagine.
Are you over-radiated?
Up to my gills, officer.
What is entrophonetic?
Entreprenetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of Grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
They had not travelled the entire circumference of the Pericarnassian Super E Solar. It was not merely in the west, it was everywhere, even then, surrounding them.
Did they cross it, the Western Plain?
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years.
Then has interplanetics changed then?
Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later.
Or static craft?
Hybrid airships, Detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale.
Uh-huh.
In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely.
If we do not?
Then they don't.
Gone, like a skipping stone beneath the surface.
Okay, let's return to reality, please.
Yes, sweet reality. But before we do, tell me, Detective, is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
Nothing, just alcohol fumes and blackout.
Then tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
That we continue to persist at all is a testament of our faith in one another. Its advance can only be stopped with immediate, total, ruthless communism. a powerful anti-communistic force, perhaps too powerful, but still, they have it coming. I'm worried. I'll have to say, it doesn't sound very liberal to me. I don't know how you've all survived with it. It's a huge accomplishment. You were right, it's disco. That we continue to persist at all is a testament of our faith in one another. Observes you, your bloodshot eyes and swollen face.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then...
It will be a fucking disaster, I know it all. I know it. All those people will die. I'll handle it, it's under control. This investigation will be my masterpiece, the one they remember me by, I promise.
I hope so. I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile, you have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
Good. You have not passed out from it. Perhaps I worried for nothing. Are we still on the reality lowdown, or should we do actual police work now?
That was fucking insane, Kim.
Yes, well, the rest of us have dealt with it for thousands of years, so...
You will have to deal with it, too, the lieutenant thinks. This is why I didn't want you to know.
Some more reality lowdown before we go.
I am happy to oblige.
That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little...
Okay.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Jamais vu. Jamais vu. Oh. Alright, let's go. The wrong way.
Nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now then, what can I do for you?
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial. But inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
Well, we'll let him itch a little bit more. Gotta tease him. Did you know Gary was hiding the armor?
Hell no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
Thanks.
So I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay. And?
One of them was empty.
Completely empty?
Yes, there was nothing inside the trap. No locusts, no phasmids.
No locusts? No.
That's not ideal, but
The empty trap was one at the campsite. Maybe this factors into it somehow.
I definitely left that one stocked.
Right from the campsite? Just means the Inseal Indian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them.
Of course, more clever.
You're dealing with a subject near and dear to their hearts. It might behove you to tread lightly.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps. Make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
What a deft hunter, this Phasmid. It's not very scientific to reason backward from a conclusion you want to be true. Are you sure you've exhausted all the alternative explanations?
Of course we have.
Wait, Morel. He may have a point. We have an obligation to rule out other hypotheses.
You're right, dear. It's a fair point. But what other explanation could there be? Pardon me. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Thank you.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened? Some kind of foul play might be afoot. Theft?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
I think a little hooligan called Kuno may have stolen the locusts.
A little hooligan? But what would a child want with bags?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up.
Delinquents. My favorite.
Doesn't sound like it's really his favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs. Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologize, Geary. You'd be more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
He keeps the language unemotional, but it's in there. Disappointment.
I'll get going. Okay, so we don't have time to talk to Gary,
Always
so...
a pleasure to see an officer of the law. I mean, officers.
You know, the fact that you ignored him, you probably just could have... We wouldn't have noticed if you didn't point it out later. Alright, we don't have anything that we need to ask him right now. I think we already asked him about the turning back of time. Kuno!
Fuck does Kuno care?
You know what would have happened about the missing locusts?
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
So he knows locusts are bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
By the way, welcome back, Manslayer. By the way, did anyone ever tell you that you are a good artist? Oh, thank you. It's whenever I draw, it's always 50-50. Sometimes it comes out good, sometimes terrible shit ensues. Alright, now hold on, no one's leaving it. Tell me what happened. Your kids are in trouble.
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
Lame. That rings some bells. Could this be connected to Night City? AKA the City of Rage. Yeah, that's pretty lame. Sounds like art.
Hey, art is not lame. Your VTuber model is really good for being made by yourself. I only did the art for it. But the rigging was done by Elfian. So I commissioned someone else so that it can move in the first place. But I did draw the parts. I know. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I always feel obligated to say it. Kuno, is this about Rage City?
Oh God, Kuno, no! It's gonna happen now. They're gonna make you lame.
Stop it, see? No one's gonna make anyone lame. Kuno's got this under control.
There's definitely something going on here. You should check out Kuno's shack, the one with the pig's head.
Came off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I'm gonna check out your place, Kuno. I'm gonna police raid your place.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows. Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand
Locusts.
rising. Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case. Of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Yes, precisely what I was thinking.
Yes. I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough.
You think the Insulindian phasmid is nearby?
If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. The phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. It was Kuno. The phasmid doesn't exist.
Some people like to fry them. I heard they taste like nuts. Yeah, I mean, that's something that people have said about, like, literally all the insects. Not all insects taste like nuts. That's all I can say. Like, I've had, like... fried... I believe they were maggots. I'm not sure if they were maggots, but they seemed like fried maggots. And they did not taste like nuts. They had like this weird aftertaste that lingered in your mouth for quite a long while.
But what do I know?
Use your powers of deduction. You knew the magic bug was nowhere near here. The phasmid is impairing your judgment.
You should talk to Kuno about this, get him to stop.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
Thank you. Also, great advertisement here. I just noticed before we left. There's just... That's how you get people to buy shoes, right? Make an image of you kicking someone in the face. I feel like eating locusts is revenge for eating people's crops. It's like, you ate our crops, now we shall eat you. Yeah.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I wouldn't mind trying it. I know you took the locusts from the traps the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the books. So what?
So it wasn't the phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, then why do you go build a whole bug town?
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Stop!
Locusts coming down like a shadow. This must be the night city he mentioned when you asked him where he's been.
Are they like little Batmans to him? A city full of tiny Batmans? So that in there is Night City?
Yeah, Locust City. City of rage. City of lights.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
She's just feeling secondhand embarrassment. I love it. I actually think bats are cute, and I wanted one as a pet. Me too! Bats are adorable. Have you seen like videos of bats just eating fruits? It should melt anyone. It should melt anyone's heart.
The lameness is causing her physical pain. The damage may be permanent.
Damage may be permanent. City of Rage sounds like a cool place.
Kuno, the pig wants to help you. Oh, that's how lame it is. Please just don't say you're...
An artist. Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno, Kuno.
Oh my god! Kuno said I! Kuno... Stop refer... Holy shit! Hold on, did I hear you right? Did you say I?
Kuno made Kuno. Kuno says whatever the fuck he wants. There are no rules here, pig. I fucking say I when I wanna, and Kuno when I wanna. Kuno's free. Kuno's free to fucking die, bitch.
He said it! And said it again! And said it again 3 times!
This is what he sometimes does when things get tense.
Artist leave us. Making art is a worthy calling. I'm something of an artist myself.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in like 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
Send you a picture of a cute bat. Oh, I wanna see. Aww. That's adorable. Alright, let's
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
So that's what this is about.
It depends on the choices you make, young girl.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence. For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. Use this momentary confusion to take control of the situation. You got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist's traps alone.
I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. Those locusts are bait.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. She was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
I have to ask, what does the city of locusts mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck. Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
I like owls too. I used to have apparently there was a guy who lived nearby a friend of mine who apparently owned an owl. I once like just saw him walk in with an owl just there, and I'm like, what the fuck? That is so cool. But at the same time, how? What's going to happen to the locusts?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Jeez. Okay, now that that's settled, I'd better be off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The instrument Indian phasmid.
He recognizes the name.
But you know what the Insulindian phasmid is?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
As you leave, you notice his usual rooster-like swaying posture has changed. Slowed down, like clockwork unwinding.
Have we broken the Kuno? Oh shit!
Fuck does Kuno care?
Okay, well, I can't.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
I had a chat with this kid Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts.
So it was just a child.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
She acts chipper, but something's changed in her tone. A hidden worry. Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
Jeez, is he dying?
He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience has given way.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season, when it's warmer.
Man, I'm really feeling this is costing time on my main investigation. It's not worth risking your own health. You should call it a day and go home. I'd offer to help, but I have own things to do. Damn it, maybe I can still restock a trap for you. We've come too far to quit. I'm gonna restock the trap. Let's do this. Man, I'm really feeling this is costing time on my main investigation.
Of course, sweetie. You've helped us so much already.
Everyone
would understand if you...
We've come too far to quit. I'm going to restock the traps. Let's do this.
We are getting really carried away with this, aren't we? Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this...
He wants to see this tale through, as much as you. Otherwise, he'd have stopped this already. But he cannot let it drag out after this.
What would you name a bat? If I got a bat before I got my birds, I would have called it Jack. But since I now have a bird named Jack, I'm going with... I haven't really thought of a name yet. Lemur. I could name it after. I might like check out my Pokemons and to see like what kind of names I've given some of my bad Pokemons and probably just steal a name from there. I don't know which. Or maybe name him after a blind person. Like Dolph. You could name it Bruce. Yeah, Bruce would be a great name for a bat.
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
Here's a fresh fractured locust. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but,
Wow. Co-discovery. You'd be famous. You'd show them all. This does tingle the pleasure center.
The pleasure center? Get out of the kitchen, Bruce. Yeah.
This would show them all. We need to get you on that list of discoverers. No question about that.
You know, in the Philippines, they have like bats that are like giant. Flying fox. Look it up. Wait, let me just. They are massive and they're still adorable. If I could, I probably can't, but if I could, I want a flying fox as a pet. Can you even take a bat to the vet? I do not know either. Alright. I'll get going. Okay, I guess I'll finish that before I talk to Art. We're really just like saying fuck you to the main investigation and just going off on random tangent, don't we?
The locusts aren't doing all too well, but they're still in there.
Okay, so we just need to... It's the one near the campsite, right? So... That's going to be a whole lot of walking. Hello, Michael. Alright.
The trap stands empty near the reeds. No insect sounds or movement around. Only the reeds' apprehensive hissing. The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good, now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
He doesn't want to. But if there is one more cryptozoological runaround, he must force the investigation back on track. This better be it.
Well, let's report back to Lena. Are there prostitutes in this game? I mean, I'm not sure, but I believe, and both me and Chen, according to Chen Walrus, he thinks that the smoking guy with his Sunday friend that comes over, he thinks he's. I don't know if he knows for sure, but from what he told me that he might be a gay prostitute. But I don't know for sure. And also, we might meet a few later, who knows? I wouldn't know. I've only had one playthrough, and I've already seen things that I haven't seen the previous playthrough, so... It does feel like a game that... You need to find out if you can get an STD. What if I already have an STD? I mean... Let's see, can I pull it up?
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the man keeps winking at you with his green, but the badge is new. Good choice. 8, maybe 10. What do you think? It looks better. Don't be fooled.
Oh, goddammit, no, it doesn't show
the
it,
badge
but
in your hand shines as you rotate it.
It's
Light.
it's kind
You
of
see
hard
lines of information on it
to see,
and a shining watermark.
but goddammit, I need to find where it is. Oh, I'm still stuck in a dialogue. Okay, it's kind of hard to see, but look at that face. That is the face of someone who probably has an STD, especially considering everyone is into a guy in a uniform. Let's face it. That's something that I learned at work. Alright. But you gotta admit, this is the face of someone who probably has an STD. It's so sad that that became this, isn't it? Oh, it makes me scared for my future. I really hope I'll get that mommy energy when I look up. That MILF look. I think this. Where was I going with this? Oh, he's already gone. Oh no, Lena. I need to talk to Lena.
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face.
I restocked the empty trap. Where's Moral?
Thank you for doing that, dear. Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
Only the hardcore players left, huh?
Yes. Field work is a young person's game, as they say.
MILF sounds like milk. Yeah, because MILFs produce milk. They got their mummy milkers, remember? So it makes you wonder if they have milk. Yeah. Like I said, they have mummy milkers.
Her voice is shaky. What is going on here?
So, who's going to check the traps?
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
Something tells me it's up to me again.
No, you don't have to do that. Enough of this fool's errand. Morel will do it. Or Gary. You have work to do. I've wasted enough of everyone's time.
Be real. Gary is not going to help with this.
One more onto the bridge then.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this?
Yeah,
It's like she's given up.
What's wrong? You seem different.
Different? How?
Be like, I got some milk for your cereal. Yeah. Let me just, squeeze it out of here. You've given up on the phasmid.
I'm in doubt, sweetie. That's all.
You're in doubt about what?
It's, a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer.
And when a police officer asks, you must answer.
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream?
Hunching her shoulders now. She seems even smaller than she is. Like a sad young girl.
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
But Morrow told me you've seen it, and you also told me.
Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
Are you saying you made it up? You seem to really believe it happened. Doesn't that count for anything, for something?
No, sweetie. There's more to it than that. Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That. And for years, his belief made me believe too.
That I am a queen? An extraordinary witness to grace.
But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was.
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything.
Oh. The hell with this. I still believe you saw the phasmid. The thing is, you're not sure you made it up either. Okay, it's a false memory. Doesn't mean all cryptids aren't real. Chase another one. You're right about all of it, and I need to get back to my work. Tell her that her marriage hasn't been a lie.
An acorn is not the same as the tree. That requires time, diligence, and care.
And I need something good here?
All qualities these two seem to share in abundance.
Suggestion? I'm not understanding what you're suggesting, but let's go with wrong or not. Your relationship with Moral isn't just about the phasmid. Ah, thank you for the headpad, Siltrus and Tony. How you doing? I forgot to open the thing, didn't I? Damn. Yeah. Wrong or not, your relationship with Moral isn't just about the phasmids.
But it is. We've spent years searching for the phasmid, hunting it together. Without it, what are we? Just another pathetic old couple. If I hadn't led him down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a university.
You know, this reminds you of the Pericanasian theory of love. In essence, love is a relay out of death. Generation by generation, our love remains in our progeny. Lay some of that on her.
Instantly woke up to go to the bathroom and saw you streaming. Yeah, I'm live. Playing Disco Elysium. Always on a Thursday around this time. Used to be on Tuesdays, but now I made it Thursdays. Because to kill you Thursday. Okay, you know, the Peloponesians theorized that love was the key to immortality.
Oh, sweetie, I don't think the Pericarnassians were thinking of people in my situation. I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I arrived, on our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story...
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
He'd still be into you. That's not how these things work.
Maybe. But then why do I not dare tell him? I've wasted enough of your time with this drama.
So
I really must stop talking about it, lest I start crying and waste more of your time.
So I came by to check up on you, darling. Aww.
What you have to know is the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life.
No, thank you for more head pets.
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
The thing is, you're not sure if you made it up either.
I'm not sure of anything. Sometimes I still see it, you know. The real memory. Not the memory of the memory, but it's so hard to tell the two apart.
Rising, unfolding from the reeds on a hot summer's day, like a benevolent god.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
Be careful out there, Lena.
You too, sweetie. Thank you for everything, truly. Even though it turned out to be a
waste of time, a dream, a lie. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine putters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, the cold coastal wind blows.
Jeez, that wheelchair is loud.
We should go too.
Yeah, okay, fine, Kim. You'll have your way, we'll do the investigation, we'll do our jobs, we'll be productive.
It's you again. What is it?
I'm gonna take off now. I forgot that this man can be dangerous, so
It's you again. What is it?
So I talked to Clancy about the tape.
And?
He tenses immediately. Chest tightens, jaw sets, ready for another blow.
And nothing, she stands by what she said.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
Gold, it was just locker room talk. It's not evidence.
Locker room talk. What are you, fucking brain dead? I've been to plenty of locker rooms. They don't plan rapes there.
I think my favorite Pokemon is Garbodor because the Pokemon being being made out of garbage is hilarious. I will say Trubbish, for being literally rubbish, is kind of adorable.
Sounds like you wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man. This is definitely personal.
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
She did not say whoop-de-doo.
I can confirm that.
She didn't? Well, whoop-de-doo then.
It did not come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny. No good goddamn psycho whore. Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
I like his voice. I like everyone's voice here.
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
I think this is very personal for you. I think you had feelings for her.
Yeah, they're all queers. Can't bump, hard fist, or anything.
I heard something different than what the text said.
It's alright, Glenn. I just thought I thought anyone would come around if they heard that shit. Apparently I was wrong.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
He wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know, you might want to lay off this topic, or else you might antagonize him.
I just got too worked up. Big man lost his shit. It's cool now.
Maybe she isn't who you thought she was.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
She's not some helpless girl. She handled the mercenary well enough.
Handled him? She got into some stupid shit with that guy. Shit we had to take care of.
Yes, we heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more disturbed by the tape than her.
Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
I think my favorite Pokemon is Gardevoir. No, not Gardevoir. Fucking Meganium. That's what I wanted to say. For a second there, I went into simp mode. My favorite Pokemon is Meganium because I have like because it was like technically the second starter I ever had. But like the one that I've kept the longest because I got tricked into trading away my first starter ever. Still sad about that. But I later caught an Infernape later down the line in another game, so it's fine. It's fine.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs.
Jeez. Well, Mainsayer, whilst I still have yet to confirm whether this game has prostitutes, we do know that people do get referred to them.
Next time you see her, tell her Titus said,
Fuck on!
Jeez! Calm down.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over. Yeah. What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
I can make someone more cooperative with more beers. Alright, Convince Titus he's being manipulated.
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
One of his boys will.
Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility.
That's it then. Case closed. We're going home, Kim.
Huh? He'll get it. Go on.
Write down, Kim. In Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Because you're a foreigner. Because you work for the wrong people. Or because they like killing. Because of some chick.
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the Wild North.
They just hang you, like in the Dark Ages. Make a display of your corpse. They just hang you, shoot you, whatever. They can't even remember.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't shoot him.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Alright. Going in for the meat.
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
Or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him? For no fucking reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before you hanged him?
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
Does he? His closed fist is shaking. It's you who's in control. Let them have their moment.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
Don't die on us, Angie.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Jeez.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Ebrard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
Sorry made you guys fight.
Me too.
So you didn't kill him. He was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. The bullet in his head.
Another nod.
Why?
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural? There's another girl? 2 of them? Take note of this. They'll probably say more
yeah.
about her
We're
later.
copping now.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Glacier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How did you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
What happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
He means they've been fucking.
Well, we learned that the game has prostitutes. Yeah.
Tibbs patched the window, and the corpse we hanged.
Who's Tibbs? The 8 Hardy?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
If Klasha didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
She told me some people were after her from Orania. She wouldn't say more.
Yeah, she wouldn't. She's fucked if she shows up on police radar.
These people, who are they?
They're powerful, connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
So who killed the Merc then? Any leads?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
And you guys had any idea about his past too?
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do.
He's calmed now, threw all that turmoil away, and became himself again.
Whose idea was it to hang him anyway? Hers?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the 2 girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Earlier you said girls asked you for help. Who is the other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker. The missing 8 Hardy.
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
A little too far there, but you're definitely right.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
Understood. Can you tell me anything about her? Name, current location? You're going to stonewall me if I ask more about her, aren't you?
Glad you understand that.
Can we do this?
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
Aww. Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk with her. Go talk to her for the last time.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go, Klausya, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But
still, after all this headache.
But you would still prefer if we didn't take her away?
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
Now let's go talk to her. But first, I'll be right back. I need to go to the toilet. I'm back. I'll grab myself a peanut butter wrap. Almost forgot to change screens.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
You don't look surprised you were expecting this.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your...
See, volition is there so that we don't simp.
Shush, I can't hear what she's saying.
See, every part of me wants to simp for this girl except for volition.
Let the miss speak. She's tall and thin and tired. A twig trying so hard not to break.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
Alright. Are we going to simp or not? That's the question. That's not a good enough reason.
You're right. There's more. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glance it over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, wine dark in the evening light. The Pearl, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Aranye, the old, old world.
Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the moral intern?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
Is this part of why Oranje is a bad memory for you?
I have people after me. And they have friends in the moral intern. Some are moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me.
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard.
What did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too, along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Laws cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Papalolo?
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me.
I'm sure there are people who have done much worse than that.
Sure. I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad. People lost their jobs. Good people, too, not just C-suite. A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
What happened there, here, the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass.
Oh yeah, fun thing. I now also have like exclamation mark add quote, and you can just type whatever someone has said or copy and paste something that someone has said. After the whole exclamation mark add quote, make sure to put a dash. Give proper credit to whoever said whatever was said, and then it will enter our database of quotes that will be fun to look through without context. So, yeah, fun fact. I've been playing around with things before going live. I can try it out right now. See if it works. We'll end the quote here of he had just entered me. Clash. Right, let's see if this works. Oh god damn it. I didn't text that second part, by the way. I really don't know how this all works. Never mind. Well, I shouldn't troubleshoot during stream.
I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could.
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave. She continues in spite of it.
I knew he was dead before he fell down on top of me.
Damn. Then what happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs.
Okay.
I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
Um. I'm sorry this happened to you. That motherfucker. I'm sorry this happened to you.
So am I.
She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
Sorry, I think I just had a little bit too much energy.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Titus said you looked pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head. Get into his mindset.
Electrochemistry. I like what you're thinking, but I don't have any lines.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
What did you do then?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
What did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers. 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of
Wait, did I just click something I've already done?
The job was asked to.
Laws cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes...
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me. It is. A lot of people got hurt.
What happened after
But
you
that's just
went
more.
downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Before we continue, who is Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her. So do the others.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not?
Okay, let's go on. What then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
Then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on, his armor too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times.
Also, it worked. The quote is in the quote list.
It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. He carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
This Ruby, where's this Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later. What are you doing? Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything. How come? It was loud downstairs. She couldn't have heard the shot.
It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than Glacia.
Then what happened? Did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
Did you kill Laylee?
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. Sweet, sweet drugs.
Are all drugs sweet?
It could have been a desire murder. Maybe an act of jealousy. He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun. Somewhere, lying around. Close to her hand. Now, you guys suddenly have theories pouring out. When they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
Volition is keeping everyone in check here. I love Volition. I've always been more of an electrochemistry fan, but now I'm starting to become a more Volition fan. Also, I would find it insane if anyone ever dared to try and cosplay as one of the skill sets. Like, that would be interesting. I wanna see someone just pull that off. Alright. Downstairs, people have this crazy idea that you killed him. Drugs were an integral part of your relationship, perhaps they contributed to the end. Downstairs, people have this crazy idea that you killed him.
I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me.
It's okay if you did it in self-defense.
I did not kill him to defend myself from rape. I told you before. That wasn't what happened.
True, sire. 'Tis true.
Drugs were an integral part of your relationship, perhaps they
What
contributed.
does that mean?
Do drugs make you aggressive?
No. People don't take drugs to kill each other. They take them to feel okay with each other.
Okay.
I thought you Ravishol people would be more enlightened on this. I'm sorry, officer. I'm under some stress here.
Alright, okay, I'd like to answer some other question, miss.
Like what?
Could the people, after you have killed him? Could the people after you have killed him? What? Why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
which is an indicator of truth. Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
So you would have us believe, but you're not.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
Could not hath been a lie.
Oh God, that was a lie too. Who made the call then? She did, of course. Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer. And it makes you sweat.
I love the word unbecoming because it sounds so formal. It's like that is unbecoming of a young girl or something like that. Unbecoming. Something that my parents said to me a lot. Actually, they didn't because, again, grew up in Dutch, but I feel like if we lived in a primarily English-speaking country, that's the word that they would have used, I think, to describe my actions. In my birthday, I was very unbecoming. It's because I have this terrible habit of, like, manspreading, and I was wearing a cocktail dress on my 18th birthday, which is why I'm not comfortable wearing dresses, because, again, I tend to naturally open my legs. Alright,
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
Either way, something to consider.
We can't go after loose cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
When was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
No window inside?
Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
I think we're done here for now.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her.
Oh god. I feel manipulating your skill set. Yeah, she's manipulating me. But I still feel bad for her. You know? God, she's even manipulating me outside of the game, IRL. Because, fuck. The issues of dealing with tempting women who know how to charm others. I really don't want to, but I've never had this opportunity. So I'm going with it. I gotta stay strong. Gotta fulfill my duty as a police officer. I feel bad about it though. I feel like an asshole.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o'-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first. Yes, start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. No rush. See?
Alright, start at the top and at the bottom. Kim, why haven't we not arrested her yet?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
I think you didn't make that call to the station.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
But I know the time of the call, too. I know I have not been 100% truthful with you, officers. But I am now.
Okay, you know what? I trust her. Your real name isn't Gracia Amando.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
Good, you can tell me the truth.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
Was the passport bullshit too? The passport you keep hidden?
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Claudia Amandu. It says Anouk Maya Smith.
Anouk Meyer. Isn't it Anouk Meyer Smith? One of my teachers used to be called Anouk.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Maya Smith, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
Where's this boy there?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now. It's useless.
We have to check this boy out.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past a broken sewage pipe, right near the waterline.
Tell me your real name.
It's Katarzyna Lazier.
Damn.
It's a Grad name. Jimsk or Yugograd in origin. Not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music infused alcoholism.
Hold on. Katarina Alasia is not an Oranese name, is it? It's not even Mundi, it's Grad.
My parents were Zhimsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranje. Alasia is my father's name.
Hold on, Katarina. Oh, yeah, wait, I already have had that. I'll keep calling you Klasha. That is probably true.
That's cool.
Clash is a much easier name for me. Alright, you're probably not even Miss Oranje 37, are you?
I am. They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
Yes, they can, for lying.
Jeez, drama's not taking the lying very well, which is funny because it's drama. Okay, enough. Conclude.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
Klasha, what if I told you you're under arrest? What if I told you you're under arrest, Klasha?
Klasia. It was my first real boyfriend who gave me that name. He never recovered from the shit we went through. Because of me.
Who was he?
He was a writer. He made Oranese lit. And I destroyed him. I know I'm shit. I know. But I haven't done anything. At least nothing illegal.
Failure to aid a police investigation. She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case. Fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
Oh, now I feel bad. Maybe I shouldn't have taken the fact that she's lied and manipulated me that harshly. Huh. Yeah, damn it, these women. I'm not serious in what I say. Just saying. I'm just in character. In game. You've misrepresented information about the case. Without the Hardy's confession, we'd know nothing.
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Oh God.
Please no.
But there's nowhere to go. A 2-story drop to the Plaza Mosaic. If she could, she would have run before.
Oh, thank you for the headpad. I need it. I need support now. I love you, good girl, Nancy. Yes, I am good girl. Hi, right? I'm not a terrible person for arresting a woman who has lied to me.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
What do you know? Who shot him?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says,
Ruby.
Why do you think it was her?
She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs.
I just got back. I don't know what
She's
happened,
been
so
pretty
whatever
frank
you
about
did,
what
you're
she
still a
wants.
good girl to me. Thank you. Okay, so first of all, Volition kept telling me that Kalasha is trying to manipulate me. All my other parts of my personality and my skill set are all like simping for Kalasha. And now I found out that Kalasha's like lied about a bunch of different things because she's running from something dangerous. But I kind of need to arrest her on grounds of like messing with an investigation. But I also, yeah, that's the thing. She's worried because apparently she screwed over a company that it's complicated, but you know, it's complicated and I have complicated feelings about it. Oof. Yeah. So she Ara. I still don't know which one's written down. Thank you. All right.
What she's saying is sex.
Wait. Sex?
And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship.
I heard sex. I'm in.
When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but...
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she is romantically interested in you?
Oh yeah, homosexual underground, let's go.
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
Oh, that's cute.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
I kissed a girl and I liked it. The taste of her cherry chapstick. Sounds like she was fixated on you.
This is just an assumption.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Could it be that Ruby was covering up after herself? The lynching? Yet again, you're coming up with this. The worst thing is, it may be true.
When Ruby said there would be shit happening if you didn't end your relationship with the deceased, was she threatening you?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it.
Yeah, I don't like it. You know, I think you might have encountered a yandere.
And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply.
I never thought there would be yanderes in Disco Elysium.
What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
And how could she have killed him?
She could have had access to the roof. You've noticed that door there, right? Maybe it leads downstairs. She could have come to the roof through that, then taken the shot right here, where I stand. It was dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Did she watch Clash through the holes of the paint, like of the? So behind her apartment, there's like the place that she's staying, there were 2 peeping holes, so we know someone was watching her. So Ruby could have been watching her. Could have been watching Clash, this is obsessive behavior, but you know, kind of hot.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing. That is possible.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times, jacking private stations off the ring antenna. She used to come here to drink on the roof with me, before it got weird.
Okay, that's it for Ruby.
Okay, and what? Arrest the liar now. Why? She told us some pretty interesting things there. Don't arrest her. Push her a bit more. but then let her off. That Ruby theory was solid. And she's beautiful.
Apparently there are still parts of me that are still simping for Glacia.
She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you.
Who?
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
Okay, that's all good, but I think we should still take you in just in case. Why can't I let Kim make this decision? Kim would be impartial to her charms. Kim, can you do this instead? Yeah, I don't know. What should we do? Back off or take her in? I need someone else to tell me because I kind of want to take her in because I haven't done that before. I feel like such an asshole doing it. She's a... Duty must come first. She did lie. She did lie severely. That's all good, but I think we should still take you in. Just in case.
Still? After all this, sir, please.
No, I feel
so... shitty world, and I know I'm shitty too. I know. But I don't deserve to be sent to the moral intern and ground into paste just because I disturbed the sanctity of accounting. That's some multinational...
She's gearing up for a last stand. This is it.
What other option do I have? What do you deserve then? Wait, what other option do I have?
You have those station calls, right? Where I have to show up at the station or I'll become a fugitive. You can write me one. You don't have to take me in right now. I promise I won't go out anymore at night. I'll be right here. I know you can do that. Just let me come in on my own. In 2 months, or maybe even 1 month. That's all I need.
You do have the form.
That's it. I'm calling it. Kim is beyond compromised.
Wait, I thought Kim was impossible to be compromised by her charms.
Definitely, sire.
What do you deserve then?
I don't know. To spend my days with smoke, and drink and dance, wallowing in shit. Just like everyone else.
What will have changed in 2 months or 1 month?
Everything could change. This city, the extradition rules, the people after me could be in jail. Or maybe Revachol. Maybe Revachol could be free. I could be tried in a free Revachol, an independent state that doesn't hand its detainees over to the moral intern.
I find that hard to believe, miss.
I do like the sign of that. Another Revachol, free, independent.
The world can change. It's changed before.
Her political overture has succeeded, we see. This was her last card. There is nothing more she can say. The final decision is yours. You alone stand on the throne of your mind.
I've made my choice.
She looks at you in silence.
I
her
haven't.
face filled with fear.
Help!
Parted.
Anyone! Help!
Wait. If you arrest her, Kim will have to transport her. You'd be without your partner for the rest of the day. Shut up. He's making a decision, and it's his to make.
But the day is almost over, so I can miss Kim for that amount. God. I could do a station call. She could run away. I feel bad because Kim already has the handcuffs ready. He is not wasting any time on that cuff action. I like that way of thinking, but I think I'm go with the station call. Let's write you a station call, Claudia. If you miss it, I can't help you anymore.
I won't.
This may have been a grave mistake, sire. Maybe, maybe not. Mercy is rarely a complete mistake.
I promise I will be right here all the time, nights too. I'll help you any way I can in this investigation, and I will be at Station 41 in 6 weeks. I promise.
Okay, let's talk to you and Ruby again.
She nods, then nervous.
Never mind. I still feel so bad. Let's change the subject for the time being.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger. You are. This is not the end of this.
Lies.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceit. She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger.
Independent Revachol. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
As you look back, you think, so love did do him in, after all.
I was right.
If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft palate.
Looks like love did him in after all.
She's silent, holding on to her coffee mug. No vapor rises from it. It's cold. It appears this one has not been entirely corrupted. This may help. This may help the others see.
Yeah. I'd like to think he didn't love me. Or that it was chemically induced and not real.
Why?
Easier that way.
Was it real?
I don't know.
There's a nod. The smallest of nods. This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Alright, visual calculus. What happened here?
The golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
Oh, I didn't think we would imagine the actual scene of the moment that he was in her. As said through her own words. That's how she referred to it, so I'm just quoting. What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired.
Wait, I really need to visualize this, okay? I need to visualize this moment. So the man was kneeling, and the woman on her back. Aha. Here's the woman. The guy was kneeling. Yeah. And he had, according to witnesses, definitely not thinking about it in a weird way. Just trying to be a cop here.
The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
Like he entered her. Where does this come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Expect ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death
comes faster than the realization.
Okay, look at point A.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be gun residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
So, I'm what, 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from?
72%. With a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium. A well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside, in the darkness. Too busy with their own bodies.
Could there have been another point of origin further away?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Yeah, let's do that. Every possible point of origin.
You would need a map for that. A map of Martinez.
Hey, where do we get a map of Martinez?
The bookstore. They have maps. You're thinking, what if the shot didn't come from the roof, right?
Yes.
Good. We should come back with the map and compare the landscape to the radius of the shot.
Gotta love visual calculus. Alright, ooh, we also got a lot of points. All intellect learning caps raised by 1. I didn't really need that. Golden Magua has, like, that one has a very long research time. Certain that you did well, maybe not certain, but let's say you're hopeful because it would make you very special to be the only human being who can hear this invisible, incorporeal bird. You don't have to keep listening, sharpen your ears. Maybe. I don't know. We still need to find a sad song tape. Hey, maybe we can go to the church. Let's see how things are there. No, church. Oh, the woman is still outside. I've never been to this part in the dark. Oh, wait, no, I have been. Oh, the rats are running wild in here.
They really have an interesting setup here, like kids preparing for a school science fair. It's pretty neat.
I hope I did stuff like this when I was a kid.
I'm sure you did. You have an exploratory creative streak, just like them.
Hey Andre, what is all this?
This? Oh, we're trying to see if we can come up with some cool new special effects to add to the visual aspect of our club experience.
We tinker with things. Art, music, chemistry.
I thought they had a drugs lab in here, but I guess I'm wrong. Sounds cool.
Some chemicals, when mixed, can, you know, change colour or sort of blow up.
Blow up! Blow up!
Not like, you know, in a dangerous way, or, well, we're not going to do it in a dangerous way. Besides, did you know that smell experiences are all the rage now at the most forward-thinking venues?
Very big in art circles.
I remember they had this place. Which, oh my god, it genuinely looks like they have corpses in here, built within the monument itself. But yeah, I remember I went to this place that was supposed to be like this horror attraction, and they made the room purposefully smell like rotting corpses. Very disgusting.
Yes, chemistry has many uses, and police work too.
The young man looks startled for a moment, but then flashes you his most winsome smile.
I hope you get to experience one of our light smell shows sometime, sir. It'll be a blast.
Feel free to come back later and have a blast with these exemplars of youthful avant-gardism. But we really need to return to the present now.
Not a fan of avant-garde.
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you. Goodbye, officer.
I feel like if any of them have a sad song to
No, man. What's on your mind? Dead body, spirit entered. What is there to talk of?
You say that as a carpenter yourself?
I don't say much anything as a carpenter anymore. They tried to make me into a reckoner and a leveller. Made me a bit manic, you know. I regret the time I dedicated to that profession and that worker collective. I say things more as a member of the hardcore side dance community these days.
You're not going to ask me how I knew?
Why? You're a cop. I carry carpentry tools.
Oh, okay, well, let's talk about something else tonight.
Sure.
Okay, take care, Noid. Let's get dressed for conceptualization. Let's become hardcore. Okay, we'll do conceptualization. Alright.
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Dedicated, hyperactive, unified. You will have to add something of your own to understand this list of loosely formed qualities called hardcore. You need your own entry. Make it. Test your limits. Surpass them. Dance till you drop. Dance till you die.
So many options, oh god. Hard people, hard republic, hard cell, hard party, hard riot, hard government, core membership, core secretary, core teaching, core fighters. What? This is taking place in Revachol, hardcore rising. It could only happen here, in the bottom of the geopolitical abyss. Those are the war horns of today, will be given a fresh start. Long live the world that grave shape into hardcore complete itself. A true heir to DeLorean values. 3.5 centuries, and the gift still keeps on giving. I've got the money, I've got the place, I've got the figure, I've got the face. Let's get together, we're jumping all over the world. I am going to truly wreck myself as a machine of modern party in a final showdown between flesh and spirit. I am the law. See the sunrise, we ain't stopping, keep on dancing till the world ends. You know it feels unfair, there's a party everywhere. I don't seem to have anything to add to the core. See the sunrise. We ain't stopping, keep on dancing till the world ends.
If you fear it, let it happen. Keep on dancing till the world ends.
Hey Bud Knight, how you doing? I hope you have a good stream. Thank you. I will try my best to have a good stream. Hardcore aesthetic. Temporary research bonus. -2 interfacing. Fuck grammar. Doing pretty good. That's good to hear. Alright, let's internalize hardcore aesthetic. I don't care that I have to like fucking... Wait, can't I just forget one of these that I really regret? White checks unlocked. Yeah, forget contact Mike for now. You know what? I can just remove them when I need to. I can, for now, just use it to unlock more thought bubbles. And yes, internalize hardcore aesthetic. We love hardcore, exactly. Hardcore. Hate, gate, mate, date, no room for flake, chicken, what? Alright, maybe he has the sad song that we need.
DeLorean
Yes.
Church, the place to be! Make some noise, my church people!
We turned a church into a nightclub.
Vibrations thump through your blue soul. The music sounds much better in the church. He stands on stage behind a table, nodding along to the music and waving his hand in the air.
It's funny.
In front of him, the audio mixer, one reel spinning.
We came here for a murder case, but what have we done so far? We have refilled traps. Glowing Jesus. Oh wait. So what have we done so far? We turned the church into a nightclub. We set traps for a cryptid that is, we don't know if it exists yet. We got very political for no reason. We kicked a... we 360 spin kicked a racist in the face. What else did we do? Oh yeah, we solved another completely unrelated case. And we still haven't solved the murder. Oh yeah, we completely wrecked a potential relationship between two people. Completely wrecked it.
The other real deck
Beyond
is
bear.
empty. Cables run hither and thither. On one side, you see an auxiliary line in with the number 4.5 written next to it.
Oh, and even more important, we managed to get someone out of the closet. All right, let's see. Well, that was a crazy sound we heard before.
Yeah! It was awesome and scary. Very hardcore. Too hardcore, in fact. I couldn't control it at all.
What happened?
It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left. Starts compressing itself and everything around it. Completely fills up the headspace. Extreme.
Oh yeah, and we found a 2mm hole in the world. Yeah, so much accomplished. Yeah, we also found a hole in the world where... Yeah, just a hole in reality.
Inside your chest, the heart beats still with the after effects of the sound.
Hole.
Imagine
Yeah.
if you could harness that power, making it pulse.
And that sound comes from, like, around the hole. Yes, we love holes. That we do. That we do. Oh yeah, and we visualized one of the characters, rendezvous. Imagine if you could harness, the horn of the apocalypse. It draweth near.
Yeah! Welcome to the gloaming!
Is there anything we can do about it?
Oh! I don't know. Maybe someone can do something with this. I imagine this is the sounds that the future could make.
Sounds like the future could be even more hardcore than I ever imagined.
Yeah!
Just a little EP, so I might nap for a while. I watch yous. Yeah, oh, I don't know, yeah. Yeah. You watch my rendezvous. The VAs here are great. I know, right? They're so... I love every voice. I love them so much. I can't get enough. Especially just the narrator and the skills. How do you like it in the church?
Yeah! Back on the case! No disgrace! Bring it down to party place! The first page of the second chapter!
Could it be? Maybe for him, you only have a chapter or two left in you. Last of the penultimate, more like.
God damn it. What? What? I did my best. Good grill. I can get really hot for you. Also, I added fucking blurs, but I think I'm considering adding a few like to the redeems, like with channel points. Currently, they're through bits, but I don't want to like overcrowd the whole redeem menu. I'll be sure to dream about that. I hope it better be a good dream. Just to make sure things don't get too hot under those covers. I feel that, but I might need to remove some. I don't know. Yeah. All right. You said, like, I thought I tried to set it to 0, but that couldn't work. Let's see. You said you were worried. What do you think is wrong with the music?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore.
He turns pensive. All of a sudden, I did not read that as pensive. I read that as something else.
Sometimes I just
Thank you
feel
for
like
looking, right?
anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last month, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51. Isn't something holding it back from being hyper? It's like it's only ultra.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
I am the law and an expert in these matters. Let me be the judge of what is hyper, super, ultra hardcore.
The young man looks at you reverently, as if observing the judgment inside your head, growing, taking form. His friend drops his loitering act and turns toward you two. He, too, waits for your judgment with undivided attention. If anything, it sounds a bit proto, like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, but you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
It's proto.
Wow! Culture cop! I think you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be?
Sounds suspiciously like a question. I thought the question was, what is the question?
No! This is the answer!
Try to think if anything could make it hardcore or harder core.
What? Guys, there's something happening in his head.
Think even harder.
Oh yeah! He's doing it!
I'll be doing you.
But you're not. This is almost certainly a matter that surpasses the limits of reason.
My imagination fails me.
I know! So does mine!
But there's something else that hasn't failed you.
Wait, I remembered something. I'm the police! I can't help you with this right now. I need something else. Something extra.
Uh-huh.
Actually, it's more... Nothing. Me being the police isn't going to help us. Yeah, no, we can add the sirens. We can do like whoop whoop. That's the sound of the police. All right. You can hinder to us. I can't help you with this right now. I need something else, something extra.
Yeah!
Maybe your body can tell you what Arno van Eyck jam is missing to make it hardcore. Hell yes!
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate, in your heart that's alone, and in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every chordate animal.
Needs more bass. Bass? Bass.
What?
And a melody. A good melody is what makes a song really stick, so that you can get it out of your head. So that you can't get it out of your head anymore.
Wow! Okay! We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I don't know, I was thinking... nowhere. I'm not going to become some sort of a noted cop too. I've had enough copo types already. Yeah, I'm all sorts of cops. I don't know. I was thinking you would know.
I'm sorry. I don't know anything about anodic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
I smell another side quest. A citizen investigation. Okay, I'll look into it. It's an official capacity. It's up for the police to make the beats go harder. He sends a button bun. Yeah, button bun was here. Is here. Lurking somewhere around. Time to go after the bun. Okay, I'll look into it. Also sends a button that's... Yeah, I should have known. I'm just gonna sit here, be nice, and drink my energy.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Aw, thank you for the hearts.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Fan 8's jam.
Yeah, maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, Copman.
The sweet good girl, the truly one beautiful VTuber. Oh, you make me blush again.
Copman!
That caught me off guard. All right. Hey, I have a tape with me. Maybe you can use it to improve for Mike's jam.
Tape! Yeah! Spins the tape until the space escape! Yeah!
Oh my god, are we going to give him the fake evidence? Besides, it's fun to make a cute button. Easy. Besides, it's fun to make a cute. I got you. Banging Mega Mix. Give him the great door gunner bang. Mega Mix. Wait, okay, never mind. Right, goodbye. I first need to go after my own music. Let's go to the pawn shop quickly. Also, it's after hours. Technically, we're not on duty anymore. Such a good girl. Am I really that good of a girl? Oh, I missed the door. I missed the door. You distracted me. You maybe... Alright, let's...
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
It's cool that you're still open, big city vibes.
The pawn shop is always open.
Do you have any recordings of Cold Madakwa?
The Cold Madakwa? Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds, for that matter.
I'm thinking about quitting the RCM and becoming a cryptozoologist. I have hobbies, just like a normal person. Because I'm a normal person.
Oh, I didn't mean to imply otherwise. Well, it's been a while since I've gone hunting for the Cold Madakwa myself.
Always me, sweetheart. Oh.
Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore and started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead.
Get to the point. Do you have any recordings now?
I'm not sure. I wasn't even sure about our old recordings, which I no longer have. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for. Would you like to hear?
Do we really have time for this?
Spin that bird song.
This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there one morning. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange.
I'm scared because every sound in this game has been strange. From the car to the wheelchair was strange. So if the game is telling me it's strange, I should probably be worried. The speaker begins to emit a whole hum.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your chest. Breathing is becoming difficult.
Oh, okay, it doesn't even say it. Or I mean, it talks about it, but it doesn't even play a sound.
Not good, not good. You're about to start suffocating. You have to stop this.
This sound is literally killing me. Help!
There's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from inside you, but also surrounding you. It feels as though someone is standing just outside your range of vision and watching you, doing this to you. He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums. Seabirds most likely, gulls and such.
Seagulls?
And skewers, but
A low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank.
Honestly, I thought only a good ara could have such an effect on me. I didn't know birds could as well.
you know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the cold Mamadakwa. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds.
I have other business to take care of.
All the old boomboxes are there, blinking and waiting to whirl. All but one, yours.
Is there no... No, I really want to get the music tape for the like about the sad church for the karaoke. I really want to hear Dubois sing karaoke. I guess we're giving him the door runner mix. Should be as good as any. They can make it work. They're artists. They'll make it work. Every good song these days has a man talking about wanting to plow a girl. Are you a thought reader?
No nation, but transnation. No war, but class war.
So you're not a thought reader, you're a communist? Does that mean you're a thought reader?
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds are, sooner or later one of them will come off as fault reading.
Yeah! Reversion imperative!
Unless you were thinking Reversion imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with eggs yelling. I know what you mean.
But I was thinking Reversion imperative.
That's fucked up, man. Lying like that. And a cop too.
You're the thought reader. You knew I was... So you... Not a thought reader, you're a communist? What? Tell me something else, Egghead.
Yeah!
Is your real name Jermaine?
Dark hardcore! Jermaine Egghead!
Basically, yes it is.
Thanks for the translation. Why are there lungs on your belt buckle?
Lungs are for love!
L'amour, la compassion, la autodiscipline. La compassion, la autodiscipline.
Love! In a woman's lungs. Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid. This strange, damaged feeling grows on and on. Cause I've never loved someone like you before.
Oh, damn. I will say, that's one of the things that I also like about this game, the fact that they use lungs the way we use hearts. Like, lungs have become the symbol of love and feelings. Kind of like how the heart. So, yeah.
A dopamine surge accompanies the words. It feels like electricity flowing down your scalp, dissipating into your neck. Feels good, like a spark of life in that moribund sponge you call your body.
It's, let's face it, lung, always to me. So why don't you call me a sweet lung? That sounds weird. It feels weird to think about it that way, but when you think about it, if you really think about it, lungs make just as much sense as a heart. Because yeah, a heart beats faster or slower depending on how you're feeling, but your breathing also changes with that. And especially when you make love, you start breathing a lot. And also, when I start talking like this, talking also affects my breathing. So I'd say lungs make sense. Alright, I have a tape with me.
Tape! Yeah! Spins. Alright! No! No, no! This is gonna make people scared! Keep it positive! Keep the love in the house!
Okay, never mind then. Okay, we'll need to find something else.
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting on a...
Welcome back.
I guess I won't find my tape mix now.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change. You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable. Calling. Still calling. This feels wrong. Should you be doing this? End of tone. Someone picks up.
Pierre? Is that you, Pierre?
Maybe what is Pierre like?
So nice of you to find the time to call me. It gets so lonely. Even the animals have died.
What kind of pets did you have?
Are you sure you're Pierre? Your voice
Her voice is drowned in white noise. Sounds like waves washing a beach, growing in volume until the call suddenly disconnects. You get a sinking feeling. It makes you look if Lieutenant Kitsuragi overheard you. To your relief, he did not.
Alright, let's go back to the whirling in rags. It's getting late. All right, Titus.
It's you again. What is it?
I also love Titus's voice. Okay, I talked to Klasha. Now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
Because she's your real leader.
You're cuckoo, cop. I'm the only man responsible for this unit. Get with it, or fuck off.
How many times must I tell you?
Yeah, fuck off.
I'm going to level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Laylee's killer.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
Jeez! Don't use that word ever again.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect.
Also,
You
why
know
is he?
how it works, guys.
Why is he looking at Titus as he says that word? I ship it. The big guy size.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Nothing is happening. The pieces are there, but they remain unconnected.
No, we can do this.
Sorry, you're not coming up with anything.
Walla
Again,
walla.
the pieces are there. She could have done it. Somehow. Something else. Walla walla bing bang. It's just not coming together.
Walla walla bing bang?
I don't know what it means, but it felt like the most appropriate thing to say. That's what the witch doctor would say, at least.
Oh god. I do love the song references in this game. Why am I such an idiot?
No one knows.
Oh, now, god damn it. Now I have that, like, ooh, ee, ooh, and, god damn it.
Still nothing, but that's okay. This doesn't have to turn into some kind of meltdown. You're just a cop, taking your time to present a theory. Right. Puzzleface shouldn't be the cool guy when he fails. I was supposed to be that. Shush. I'm just more level-headed than you. That's my thing. Let's look at this as a learning experience. What are the components you need to implicate Ruby? His wife left him. He needs to kill himself. Make her sorry she did.
Pain threshold? You're getting personal now, and Ooh! A little extreme.
No. He needs to say 500 layers and I can't remember the first line.
500 layers and I can't remember the first line.
You know, I'm beginning to think this clown is squinting at me because he wants to start something.
Nah, boss, he's just mentally handicapped. I've seen him do that.
He's thinking. Let the man think.
My wife left me and I'm completely alone.
I don't know what to say to that.
I don't know why. It's not funny. That's the worst part of it. I'm laughing to deal with how sad this all is. How depressing. How... God. I don't even have any words for this anymore.
That's sad, man. But why are you squinting like that? Looks to me like he's about to get aggressive.
Yeah, towards myself.
No. That's his concentration phase.
I shouldn't have said that. I just wanted to hear the components of the theory.
Here you go. Access to the roof, weapon, and motive. That's not too hard. And here is what you can do to make it even easier. Come on, guys. Reporting for duty. A thorough search of this Union box may help unearth something incriminating. Pin it on her. She's been here, right? Say, 500 layers and I can't remember the first line. No. He already said that. And nothing good came of it. Just do what the nice, helpful guys said. And don't do the bad things. It's that simple.
Unless we have more business, we should...
Go to take off now. Yeah, Kim, thank you for saving me there. Here's the solution. We'll get dressed for the occasion. Logic. What else? More logic. And more logic. Now nothing can stop us.
It's you again. What is it?
I'm going to take off now. I forgot to put another point in logic. To unlock it all. Or we can just head to bed and maybe it opens up the next day. I don't know. Does that open up white checks? We'll see. Oh! Fuck, I don't have the money for... No!
Hey, was there something you need? Got the 20 real?
Not
Then
yet.
why are you wasting my...
No! I gotta sleep in the shack. I don't have a place to sleep. Can I sleep at one of you guys? Alright, let's go to the shack. Huh? TV, don't turn off. Here we go again. This whole walk. I wish fast travel was a thing in this game. So you need some kind of heaters sputtering.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
I'll be sleeping in my room in the whirling. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Ooh. Fashion. Oh, even more logic. Perfect. Oh, I'm not going to shave myself. Been there, done that. Not a good look.
Mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression. It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. Forget about ostentatious orchestrations. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right.
Guillaume Million. Alright.
Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
I feel like it needed a click-click sound when I make it. Click-click.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix, because unlike Guillaume le Million, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous.
Anything else, like who I am? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that.
How long ago was the new?
There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
So I adopted it, why?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
Does it have anything to do with ostentatious orchestrations?
Not really. OO must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band anyway.
I guess that's it then.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return. The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Alright, let's see what
The
this
bed
night
underneath you
brings.
is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
I love this like sound design of this game, like the if when you go into the dream. Dark Shore, my ass, I know what this is. Great, this is going to be really chill.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
This bastard isn't even listening to you.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people. And then forgets about it.
Okay, that doesn't scare me. Okay, so I'm a murderer, and that's bad.
Hear that? He doesn't even flinch. Iceman doesn't care about killing people. That's nothing to him. Blackwater, under the bridge. The thing he's really scared of is much, much worse than that.
What is it?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see the dark.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream. The worst of them all.
I wonder what kind of, like, this man must have a throat of steel to be able to talk like this. I can't fake such a raspy voice. Or do such a raspy voice. I love it though. I love it. It's creepy, but I feel like my ears are being licked, if that makes sense. The last dream.
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
The air will smell of apricots.
Of hell. An ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Everything is so okay.
I can't wait, I can't wait. Doesn't sound like it will be okay. I can't wait.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
Why am I standing like that? I'm sitting. Said I fell asleep on the bed. Guess I kind of like sleepwalked. Alright, you know what? next time on, and we're going to leave the rest for next time, where we're going to confront Titus and make him and tell us where Ruby is. For now, let's find someone to raid. Let's see who's live here. Oh, we've got Shotgun Seraph with Baldur's Gate. Let's try out her. Well, I hope you'll all have an amazing rest of the day, night, depending on what time zone you're from. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next stream. Love you all. Bye!